Hello guys, it's Joel here, aka Gallucks, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, I am a fashion content creator here on YouTube and over on Instagram and TikTok as well. I have been speaking about clothes and outfits that I like here on the internet as a full-time content creator for almost 9 years now, which is crazy to me that I could do this as a career for so long. Insane. And I realized, although I've been speaking about clothes that I like and outfits that I've put together and stuff like that for years and years and years, almost a decade. Wow. I've never really gone beyond that and spoken about like kind of why I wear the things that I wear or why I like the things that I like. So if you've seen the title of this video, you obviously have because you've clicked on it already. It's all about kind of like the psychology behind an all black wardrobe, kind of just going into the thoughts of like why people have an all black wardrobe or why some people tend to wear mainly black clothes.
Why are you dressed like somebody died? Wait.
I do have like the occasional piece of color now and again, but it's predominantly all black. And there are reasons, which we will get into today in this video. So if you're new here, don't forget to click that subscribe button. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. That really helps the channel. It lets YouTube know that you kind of like my content and we'll show you more of it. And if you've got the time as well, go check out my Instagram and my TikTok as well. I'm just at Gallucks on everything. So we're going to start with a quote by Mucha Prada, who says, what you wear is how you present yourself to the world. Fashion is instant language. And I agree. I have always said this, that fashion is like an unspoken language, whether you like it or not. And what you choose to wear tells a story, or like how much effort you put in or how little effort you put in is also a statement about your own, personality, your tastes, what kind of things you believe in, how you perceive the world, how you perceive others, how you perceive yourself. Fashion is a huge like indicator. I shouldn't say fashion, actually, like style. Personal style is a huge indicator. And it can tell you so much about a person before they even open their mouths, which I think is very beautiful and poetic. I'm a firm believer in that fashion is kind of an unspoken language, whether you're participating in it or not, because if you're not participating like consciously in it, you are subconsciously participating in it. When I think about that, I feel a bit like Miranda Priestley in The Devil Wears Prada.
Learning about this stuff and
This stuff?
So although you should obviously never judge a book by its cover, the cover can tell you a lot about the book. Personal style and fashion are very interesting because obviously we have to wear clothes to be a normal functioning part of society. Like you have to wear clothes, otherwise you'll get arrested for indecent exposure. So it's kind of like the law that you have to wear clothes, but obviously then comes everything else to do with personal style and fashion, and it's are very lucky and privileged to be able to participate in the realm of personal style and fashion in the whole fashion industry, because some people don't have the luxury of doing that. And like I was saying before, whether we like it or not, it is an expression of who we are and what we stand for and what we believe in. Even when you're not consciously trying to do it, that also says a lot about you, if you know what I mean. So there's no way around it. Even if you're not participating in it, it still says a lot about who you are as a person. And I think our own self-perception is a huge factor in the way that we dress every day as well. When you are confident and have self-confidence, you kind of use your personal style and fashion as a tool to kind of show that. And on the flip side, you can also use your own personal style and fashion to kind of conceal parts of yourself, not just visually, but parts of your personality and stuff as well that you want to kind of conceal or hide. And then with all that in mind, it's important to kind of take into consideration color, especially in the act of getting dressed every day, picking from your wardrobe and picking a certain color. So from a really young age, we're conditioned to associate different colors with different things, especially gender. I mean, one of the age-old questions that people ask each other, when you're getting to know each other, icebreakers, what's your favorite color? And we all kind of have one, or we all have something to say, or we all have a color that we feel kind of resonates with us more than the others, which is That's very cute. I always used to say my favorite color was blue, but it's definitely not. I don't know why I used to say that when I was growing up. And I think that was because of like, oh, blue boys. Do you know what I mean? I mean, if you were to ask me now, it would be black for sure. I think as we grow up and kind of like become our own, have our own sense of self, we gravitate towards certain colors or certain like aesthetics or certain color palettes, and kind of exist within those spaces. And don't get me wrong, it's not like set in stone, it's ever changing. Like I could for 8 years wear all black, you know, and then the one year I might be like, I fucking love red, and then I wear red for a year. So what I'm trying to get to is like, why black? Black has so many connotations, always kind of been associated with more like doom and gloom and like, I don't know, like gothic, death, the macabre. Black is always seen as like, well, it's the classic like good and evil. Like good is all like white, you know, angels, and then the color black is associated with like the unknown and like scary and like the pits of hell. I bet it goes back to like Bible things probably. However, we are in 2024 now. We are thinking for ourselves and we are using science and logic to form our opinions going forward. Black is just another color, or the absence of color, and it's just another option within the realm of different colors to choose. And I think the meaning of wearing black clothing today is quite different from what your kind of like grandma or granddad might say. So the color black carries many contrasting connotations. In color psychology, wearing black signals a desire for power. When assessing individuals who gravitate to an all-black wardrobe, you'll find that psychological factors play a huge role. Research in color psychology suggests that those who wear all black find a sense of togetherness and certainty. A survey in color psychology states that throughout all our survey, black came first and second in most good traits, for example, confidence, intelligence, and sexiness, and barely figured in the bad traits. The same survey shows that the color black is often seen as the most attractive, which is often seen as reliable and serious, which translates to power and confidence. I can speak from first-hand experience in that when I wear like an all black outfit, I do feel very confident. Like, I don't know, it just does something to your whole aura and presence. Obviously, fashion and personal style is like really important to me, but it's not the be-all and end-all. However, I do use it as a tool in daily life to kind of be successful. I always remember that quote that's like, dress for the job that you want, not the job that you have. Genuinely, like, I manifested my entire career by dressing a certain way. I put out content and show my aesthetic and my own brand to the world, and have been able to turn it into a career, a full-time career for 8, nearly 9 years now. And if that's not dressing for the job that you want, then I don't know what is. And this wasn't even a job when I was growing up. Do you know what I mean? So it's like the power of dressing is very, very real. And I can't even begin to tell you the amount of power I feel within myself when I put on an outfit that I believe to be amazing. Like,
I don't know about you, Miss Kitty, but I feel so much yummier.
even if it is just like a black tracksuit with like a cap and like a puffer jacket, if I think it looks good, then I feel amazing. Like, you cannot tell me anything. I'm walking down the street like I am in a fashion show. Like, I've got my music on, I'm in my own little world, and it's just like those little moments are so beautiful and important to me. Like, if I'm feeling a type of way, I know that I can put on an outfit and head out for the day and it will completely change my mood. It really does have an incredible effect on your self-confidence, because I feel like wearing all black gets like a bad rep. I see it through like hate on my socials, when people are like, you just wear all black, you look like you belong in Berlin, or like, bro just wears all black. And it's like, I don't care about what other people think about the way that I dress. Like, it doesn't faze me. I feel like fashion and style are so subjective that, you know, you could love something so much and not everyone is going to like it, and that's just it. So it's like if someone is messaging me or like directly commenting at me on my own personal style, I'm like, that's cool, babe, like you do you. Like if you don't like it, that's fine, I do, so I'm gonna wear it. It's on my body, it's not on yours. So let's kind of just like, don't get me wrong, I'm also one to say when I don't like things, but I think that's because I create content about fashion and style. So people often ask me, you know, like, oh, what kind of things should I be wearing, or like, is there any trends that you don't like, and things like this. So that's when I kind of speak up on things that, you know, my opinion of things. And again, it works the other way around. It's like, just because I don't like something doesn't mean that you shouldn't like something, if you know what I mean, because it's all subjective and so personal. So yeah, I had it a lot with my family and friends growing up. I mean, I even have it with people now as well, and it will never go away. People will always have different opinions to you, and that's absolutely fine. I think the mature thing is realizing when people have different opinions that's okay. You can still be friends with someone if you don't like the way that they dress. You can still like talk to them and have a conversation. You can still hang out because like they're just clothes. So there's no point in getting sad or upset. Obviously, if it moves into like bullying, then that's different. But simply stating an opinion about something, it's kind of just like agree to disagree, if you know what I mean. Off the back of that, I want to think about the psychology of wearing black clothes, and I found an article that says what wearing all black says about you. Number 1, you are confident. Black means bold. Number 2, you are highly emotional. Number 3, you are self-driven. If you choose black clothes on most days, then you are a self-motivated individual who is strongly focused on your goals. Honestly, like, I should have written this myself because I feel like it's just about me. 4, you try to protect yourself. Psychologists believe that people who like black color try to conceal their true emotions and create distance from others, as you don't want to be emotionally vulnerable. 5, you love power. Your desire to wear all black is often an indication of your desire to seek more power. Number 6, you are a serious person. I don't know if this is true for me. You are very serious in life and direct to the point. If you are dedicated to completing your tasks successfully and know exactly how to get things done. However, you might find it difficult to let yourself loose and just enjoy life. Oh, bitch, this is so about me. Number 7, you know what you want. Wearing all black indicates that you are very clear about your goals and objectives and know which path you need to follow to reach your destination. Yes and no. I still feel lost at times. Wearing all black doesn't necessarily, it's not the answer to all life's problems. Number 8, you are intimidating. Some people might follow me on Instagram but never come to YouTube. I feel like if you come to YouTube, you realize that I'm just like a little puppy dog. But if you just saw my Instagram pictures, I do look quite scary. 9, you are independent. You're an independent person and take pride in your work and accomplishments. You have a rebellious nature and don't like to ask for help. Moreover, you hate being told what you should do and dislike authority. This is tea, honestly, but isn't that everyone? Like, I don't know anyone that's like, I love being told what to do, unless you're like sub. I don't know. 10, you are secretive. You like to keep personal things personal. Privacy is crucial for you and you prefer to keep it mostly to yourself. I feel like yes and no. There are obviously, I share a lot of my life on the internet, but I think that's just the nature of my job. Like if I wasn't creating content, I'm not just going to like walk up to people in the street and start spilling all of my emotions. I don't know. It's easier to share with a camera or a phone because it doesn't feel as vulnerable as it does telling someone face to face about everything that you're kind of thinking. In some ways, I actually find it easier to talk to an inanimate object. And then I kind of forget that people will see it. It's kind of like therapy for me, honestly, because I upload it to YouTube and obviously like I get feedback from you guys in the comments, but not everyone leaves a comment and not everyone engages, like, you know, liking the video or like messaging me on Instagram and stuff like that. I mean, I'd love to hear from each and every single one of you. But most of the time it's just kind of like you put the content out there and you kind of move on to the next piece of content. It's very therapeutic for me as a creator, especially videos like this where we're going deep into the lore of who Joel Gallucks is. Well, that's a nice segue, Joel, to the reason why I wear black, because I have a very clear understanding and clear, like, I know exactly when I started wearing all black, and I know exactly why, and I know why it's carried on as well. So let's get into that. So I didn't used to care about what clothes I wore. My mum would do all my shopping for me for my clothes, and I would just wear whatever she bought for me. So I didn't really think about it, and I didn't have any desire to think about it until I was about 13, 14, and I had a computer at home and made a MySpace page. I'm really revealing my age now, but I became an emo kid. So I was listening to like Fall Out Boy, Panic at the Disco, and it's what's considered the last like real subculture, because obviously this is where social media kind of took off, with MySpace being like the main catalyst, like the blueprint for social media. And yeah, so I got really deeply involved with the emo scene, and eventually leveled up to like a scene kid, and then that was kind of the end. That's why kind of like scene kind of like died out, and we moved on to like indie. I wasn't really feeling very indie, so I didn't really get into that, and I still see signs of like my emo and scene kid phases like running through my personal style to this day. So it's never left, if you know what I mean. Like, it's still there. And I think that all black is a part of that, but it's not. When I was an emo scene kid, I wouldn't wear all black. I had loads of different like colorful pieces too. I never back in the day considered like wearing an all black outfit kind of thing. And I don't know why, because it kind of went perfectly to that kind of aesthetic. Obviously had like black skinny jeans. But I would rarely be in an all black outfit. Finished school. I went to sixth form college. Was caring more about what I wore, but didn't really have a distinct kind of like personal style or aesthetic. Just kind of wore, if I saw something that I liked in a shop, then I'd buy it and I'd wear it. Which sounds crazy because that's what normal people do, but that is not what I do. That's not what I've been doing for the past however many years. I was finding back then was like not just because I liked something in a shop didn't mean it suited me, and didn't mean it went with the rest of my wardrobe, which would result in me being unhappy with the piece that I loved so much, but it just didn't work with anything else. Do you know what I mean? You have to kind of like be a bit more strategic about the way that you shop and the way that you put together kind of your wardrobe. School, I finished sixth form college. I went to university. After university, that's when I started my fashion blog. So I started a blog just before I started going to university. And it's still Gallucks.com to this day. Like, you could go really far back and go into the archives and see outfits from like 2013, you know, like way back when. And I was still just wearing whatever the heck that I thought was cool. I'd see it and I'd buy it and I'd wear it if I could afford it, you know. That was the mentality of my personal style back in the day. And luckily, when I finished university, I became an assistant stylist in central London. That was one of my first jobs straight after uni, and I was working on the X Factor here in the UK. Being an assistant stylist, we were dressing the contestants and the dancers of the X Factor, and the amount of clothes that I had to kind of gather, kind of like cultivate for fittings for like the live shows of X Factor, and the amount of different fabrics I had to source to create outfits for like the dancers and stuff like this, I was inundated with clothes. I was sick to death of clothes. Every day it was like an onslaught of patterns, fabrics, different styles. Like, I was going insane. And subconsciously, when I would wake up and I'd get dressed in the morning, I would gravitate towards all my black pieces of clothing. And looking back on it now, it was obviously like a kind of like a knee-jerk reaction to this kind of like explosion of clothes I would experience every single day. And I was kind of protecting myself and my own sanity by thinking like, if I wake up in the morning, I'm just going to wear all my black piece of clothing because they go together I don't have to think about putting an outfit together for myself because I was too busy thinking about putting an outfit together for everyone else. And everything went together. It looked good. I felt comfortable. I felt confident. And yeah, that's definitely the turning point of when it started. So, and I remember that clearly in my head because from that point on, I had just started my Instagram account at that time as well. And I was posting my outfits to Instagram almost every day, just from my mirror in my room. Yeah, I was just wearing all black outfits every single day and I absolutely loved it. Like it's never been a negative to me. It's never been like, oh, but you only wear all black. It's like, no, I wear all black. Like, that's me. That's who I am. So this is like kind of my last section. That is the benefits to wearing all black. I hate the thought of buying a piece of clothing and thinking, oh, but this doesn't go with the rest of any of my outfits. Or like, oh, it only goes with this pair of trousers, so I can only wear these two together. That really frustrates me. I want to be able to mix and match my entire wardrobe with everything else in my wardrobe. I want to be able to create outfits in many different ways. So wearing all black really opens up the world of possibilities in terms of like mixing and matching your whole wardrobe together. It also, in another sense, minimizes decision making because everything pretty much does go really well together. There's never a time when you're like, oh, but this style doesn't go with this style, because generally, I know there's a lot of different shades of black, but generally everything kind of like does go together. And also you can just kind of pare things down and find a way to make things work. So yeah, everything goes with everything. You're kind of you're minimizing decision making. Outfit repeating is so much easier. Like I wear the same black Arcana cargo pants all the time and my black Arcana denim, and I wear them constantly on repeat all the time. No one says a word, because I always try and make it look like a different outfit, and it always does look like a different outfit, even though I'm wearing the same like 3 things just with a different hat. Do you know what I mean? Like there are so many. It's so easy to outfit repeat when all your wardrobe goes together. Whereas if you've got like a blue sparkly pair of denim, everyone's gonna be like, oh, he's wearing those again, because they're so like outlandish and outrageous that people remember them more. Whereas like an all black ripped pair of denim, it's like you can wear that with so many outfits and gonna be chic and stylish because it just is. Do you know what I mean? It's a constant. Not only that, all black wardrobes can be used for every occasion. Job interview, you're going to a party, you want to look nice, you're going to a wedding, you're going to a funeral, you can wear black anywhere. It is the most versatile color out of all of your wardrobe options. So people love wearing color and that's absolutely fine, but I am not that person. So even though I said like, obviously you don't have to be like gothic or you don't have to have been an emo kid to resonate with all black clothing too, but I do think that kind of part of my style still lives on. Like I wear a lot of like heavy metal band inspired t-shirts. I have a lot of kind of more on the punk side of shoes. So that kind of through line has ran from when I was 13, 14 all the way to now being 31. So yeah, I think that's kind of nice for me. This is just kind of like everything that's been rattling around my brain when people ask me, you know, why do you wear all black? Because I like it. And yeah, maybe if you don't wear all black already, this video will inspire you to start putting some all black outfits together. Because I've really sold it, to be honest. I mean, there's no negative connotations with any of this whatsoever. So try me. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.